Welcome back to Local Beats. I'm Carson, and today I'm here with Tony from James Anthony Studio. How you doing today,
Good,
Tony?
man.
Good.
Thanks for having me.
Cool. Well, thank you so much for being here. Do you want to tell us a little about yourself and what you're kind of doing?
Yeah, so I'm a local musician that does a lot of different rock music and alternative stuff, and yeah, just been playing, and we're actually working on a new album right now, my first full-length album.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And that's in the studio you created, correct?
Yeah, so it's nothing fancy. It's just a few microphones and a laptop that I set up in my my apartment bedroom, so. But it works. I've been recording off that for a while now. So.
That's awesome. So what's that process of kind of just working by yourself? I know that usually bands have a bunch of other people and they have a lot of other people coming in. Like creatively, is that kind of freeing to have your own decision on everything?
It kind of is, but it's also kind of a curse at the same time because I play guitar, drums, vocals, and bass, but I'm not that good at drums, so it would be kind of nice to have someone else who knew what they were doing on the drums. But so from that standpoint, I guess it kind of causes a little bit of issue, but I like it a lot. This is my first full-length album, like I said, so I actually took a new creative writing process from my previous projects before. So I started it in January and just started writing, and it kind of took on a life of its own. And then one thing led to another, and then now I have almost a full album now. So.
Wow, that's awesome. That's awesome. So, and you said you're kind of rock, alternative. What are maybe some of kind of your influences, or what is some other music you've liked in the past, or that has helped you kind of get here?
Actually, I grew up listening to country and gospel. That's all my parents listened to. So actually I didn't even know rock was out there until one day we were driving home and I was with my dad, and AC/DC Back in Black came on the radio. And it just blew my mind. I was like, whoa, what is this? And he showed me, and then and then he started showing me all the bands that he used to listen to when he was a kid or my age, and you know, like Kiss, Guns N' Roses, Poison, all that stuff, and then it just went on from there. So some of my biggest influences right now are probably Skillet, Papa Roach, bunch of different ones. Let's see, AC/DC, obviously. Even some country artists too, Gilbert and stuff like that. So I don't know. I don't like to restrict myself to one genre. I kind of like to branch out, kind of see where it goes. But rock is always the main focus of my music and stuff.
Yeah, that's really cool. So, and you were talking about your album. How many songs is it, and is there kind of like a main focus about the album? Is it about anything?
So it actually started off with one song. It's actually a single up on my YouTube page right now called Head Game, which was a song that I wrote in January. I was in a really dark place, and it was kind of talking about like I need to get out of my head, and you know, there's more out there and stuff like that. So then I was like, I could make this into an album. So I didn't really have a focus or a plan for it when I started writing it. I just kind of started putting songs to it, and it kind of grew into a life of its own. So really it's a story about like going through depression and anxiety and stuff like that, something I really faced this year. So it starts off kind of dark and hard with songs like Head Game, and then my other single that I just released called Falling Lights. And then it kind of goes into this lighter side of things where you start to turn around and start realizing getting out of this source of depression and, you know, start getting back into normal life really. And then, yeah, so it's just kind of an evolution of kind of my journey throughout this year.
That's awesome. That's really cool. That's really cool. Do you have any upcoming performances, like anywhere people can look for you?
I don't right now. I've been playing a lot of open mics just because it's me and an acoustic guitar. It was pretty fun to kind of get back out there. I've been a part of a lot of different bands, and so it's been a while since I performed live, so it's kind of nice to get back out and start with the smaller venue. But I'm working with another drummer right now, and hopefully we'll start playing some bigger shows and stuff. And
that's awesome.
More heavy.
Yeah, thank you so much for being here. Is there anything else you'd like to maybe say to the audience? Some places we can find your music, anything like that?
Yeah, I'm working on a website right now, so you can check it out on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, all under James Anthony Studios. For Instagram, it's James_Anthony Studios. Yeah, go check it out, and the album will be released here in January, actually.
Awesome. Yeah. Tony, thank you so much for having us.
I appreciate it.
For being here. We'll be right back.